the most important issues for CTV, when you think about it, you take a step back, we still have a big issue of fragmentation. There's just amazing content, but it's distributed everywhere, which creates a lot of challenges around just planning and measurement. I think there's also, if you look at the long tail, there's still a lot of junk out there, and so that's always a challenge, and fraud, of course, is a persistent challenge.
So as the industry pushes for more effective ROI measurement in CTV, how is Merkle addressing challenges in attribution? And are there any tools or platforms highlighted at CES that can advance this effort?
Yeah, love the question. Look, at Merkle, the heart of what we've always been part of is data and analytics, and data science is the core of what we do, and helping clients to understand the value of the advertising that they're doing. And so, for us, Mercury is the center of that. It's our identity and data product that we've developed, and it helps us to, because we've got it so integrated across CTV at this point, and with other identity providers in the industry, it allows clients really to plan all of their audiences across multiple platforms in a way that makes sense. And the beauty of it, because we've got those integrations, we get log level data back. We're able to bring that to the clean room and help clients to really understand, with those high propensity audiences, what was the impact? Did it really drive a lift? And really get a true sense of the value of the advertising they're doing.
AI is always a big theme, especially today, and especially at CES. How do you see these technologies shaping the future of CTV advertising, from media buying to content optimization?
Yeah, look, I think from a customer standpoint, it's going to help with content discovery, which is beneficial to the platforms as well. So that's the first thing. But AI is going to flatten everything, right? It's going to. Right now, we do so much work planning in channels individually. It's going to give us that holistic view of the customer. And as you look at the planning process, right, from planning to selecting audiences, to activating those audiences, to measurement, to understanding the impact and looping it all the way back, it's going to flatten all that. It's going to make it much more efficient, much more effective, and have us focused on the value that we can bring to clients and to customers.
With CTV offering unprecedented opportunities for targeting, how is Merkle leveraging first and third-party data to enhance personalization?
Yeah, quite a bit. I mean, I think it's probably most interesting or useful to hear sort of one client example. We work with a very large publisher that's leveraging Mercury as the identity spine to help them understand their audiences better. And so the beauty of AI is that it allows us to get much more granular in our understanding. So from a content perspective, we'll look at their episodes and break them down minute by minute to understand sort of the mood and the content and the concept of the show, the sort of what's behind it, not just the show itself, but what's behind that show, what happened in that episode. Then we have the customer, of course, we understand their viewing behaviors over time. And then in addition to that, there's the context of what's happening in the world, what's weather, for example, or what might happen. It allows us to then give that information to the advertiser so they can deliver an ad that is much more relevant to that specific situation. And what we've seen a massive lift in performance of those ads.
The value of CES is oftentimes you get to see how things will kind of develop over the course of time. How do emerging trends such as advancements in AR and VR, smart home tech, influence the way consumers will eventually interact with their televisions, specifically CTV, and how do brands stay ahead of these evolving expectations?
Yeah, look, I think events like this are really important because it's a lot to come here, it's a lot to navigate, but there's always inspiration that comes out of it. And the reality, though, is you take a step back. Like, AI is going to transform this industry. There's full stop. However, we're early days, and so the opportunity is massive, and it's important that clients be here to get inspired and to be in the mode of testing and learning and figuring out how their brands fit into this ecosystem. But I also want to call out, this may be sort of boring, but the reality is CTV is massively scaled, and as you look at what's happening in the media industry writ large, what's happening with linear and divestitures, and the private equity is going to get involved, and there will be rebundling that happens. But But it's an exciting moment for this space, especially for connected TV, because it's leading the way.